Welcome back to Acoustic Music and Things. I am David, and this is an incredible Santa Cruz guitar. It's one of those guitars that I've looked at for years and years and years. Really, even before I bought my first J185. I'll own it. I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan. I grew up watching him and trying to play like him on an acoustic guitar. And just one day I noticed that he was playing this small jumbo guitar. I looked it up, made by a company named Rockbridge, amazing builders. And I called him up to see how much one of those guitars would be, and it was way more than what I was expecting at the time. And the wait period on them, at the time, this was right beginning of COVID, I think, when I had looked into it. And it was a couple year wait, and I am not a very patient person. So I started looking around, what are some of the best small jumbo? So essentially has that tighter waist and a 16-inch lower bout, give or take. And I stumbled upon this. But same thing. Santa Cruz is a small builder. They don't pump them out, all the time. So same thing. I spec'd it out, and to have one custom built was, again, going to be more than what I could afford at the time. So that's when I started looking and found the J185. And story goes from there. Did a couple of trades, probably 6 months ago now is how long I've actually had this guitar. And I just kind of knew it was within my grasp. I had to have it, had to try it. So let me go over some of the specs. So this is a German spruce over Indian rosewood. Just gorgeous. And this is their F model. So this one has the shaded top. It's got the rope binding and rope around the rosette, ebony fretboard and bridge, bound fretboard, bound headstock. We've got an ebony veneer, gold Goto 510 tuners with the ebony knobs, and it's just phenomenal. Even the binding is that kind of striped antique kind of looking celluloid, so it's not just the plain plastic. What else can I say about the thing? It's got an interesting scale length, and when I was visiting Santa Cruz, I kind of asked Richard Hoover about that. It's 25.37 inch scale length, and he just said that for his builds and how he likes to build guitars, that they felt that was kind of the sweet spot. And that's just something that I appreciate, because it means that they actually put the time in, and they probably built guitars with a 25 and a quarter, 25 and a half, and everything in between to get to that point to say, this is where we think it's best. And sounds good to me. It's kind of right in between what I like. Some guitars I like the long 25 and a half inch scale length. Traditionally, most of my guitars I do prefer that 25 inch or 24 and 3/4. So I did fit this with the Seymour Duncan Mag Mic pickup. I think it does an amazing job representing the guitar. Obviously, no pickup is absolutely perfect, but what this does really well is pick up the effects that I run it through and then blend those in while I'm, playing around. So, with all that being said, let me go ahead and play it for you and give you some sound samples. Let me know what you think. You like it, you dislike it. Hopefully soon I've got several more videos to make. I could play this thing all day. It plays amazingly. I love kind of their compound radius that they do with the fretboard. Just everything. It kind of takes the place of a triple O and an OM. Could probably take the place of a Dreadnought if you mic it right. It is a little bit thinner than Gibson J185, but I don't miss it. It's comfortable. I feel like I'm playing an OM, but there's just a little bit more focus. Anyway, again, I could ramble on about this guitar all day. Let me know what you think. Love to hear your opinion on it. And what do you want to see? What kind of guitars, what kind of instruments? Do you want to see more stuff with effects and pedals, some pickups, what microphones I'm using? Just let me know in the comments. Again, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, do all the things. I really appreciate it, and it keeps me motivated to keep doing this. Till the next time.